And we're live. All right. And Matt is with me on the big old TV. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking I should actually put a TV on these shelves that you could be on. Or at least we could have something, like we could put like logos or, images up of stuff we're talking about. That'd be kind of fun. A little too professional though for this channel. Yeah. All right. So how's it going? So yeah, we finished the the RPG in a magazine adventure yesterday for Tartarus Gate.
Yeah.
So what's your final thoughts about that? Was it enjoyable or kind of?
Oh yeah. No, yeah, it was totally enjoyable. It was fun. It's like kind of I touched on yesterday, but it's a very simple system.
Yeah, right.
That like it reminds me of some of the new wave OSR games where there's almost no rules,
Mhm.
and it's almost like your gear is what's going to modify things,
Yeah, yeah.
like we didn't run into that a lot, but there were a few things, but like there's nothing in your character build
Mm-hmm.
beyond your attribute scores and those drives
Mm-hmm.
that is like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
to govern how you play the game, right? And it's,
Right.
which is fine. And like I said yesterday, I think it's great for a one shot, kind
Mm.
of just jump in with some pre-gens and go, because the having those drives in a pre-gen
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like the little secret goal stuff in Alien pre-gen game, in the
Yeah.
Alien game pre-gens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it helps you just hit the ground running with your character and
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of think
That's
about
true.
the wants and the needs, motivations as a character. So that was fun. I really appreciated that being in there.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm thinking like playing again and again, it's like there's not really a lot to work with
Yeah,
there.
yeah, system wise. And even the adventure itself, there was a lot of just vague, kind of stuff. It's like, okay, I don't quite see how this goes together, but hopefully we won't run into that. There are a couple of like things like that doesn't make a lot of sense, or there's not a lot of background in it and everything. They just kind of quickly throw you in this situation. So some of it was
Mhm.
like, oh, I hope they don't ask me that because I don't know how that would even connect to anything. But yeah, it was neat to see like how it worked, and because I was always looking because I did like a flip through of that when it initially came from their crowdfunder, and I always thought that that's an interesting way to do. I mean, it would be so cool if they could have maintained the resources to do like monthly releases or even like quarterly releases. That'd be so fun to just have a stack of easy to play, jump in kind of stuff. And especially if it was all
Mhm.
the same dice system, yeah, you'd never have to learn it again. It's pretty straightforward. Just change the name of your resolve. Yeah,
Yep.
cool. Yeah, but it might be one of those things that they're just never going to go back to because it's too expensive to ship. Because even 2000 AD had a huge price hike for physical magazines, and they do like a weekly. Weekly. Yeah, their progs are weekly, aren't they? They're pretty constant, and for a while because the shipping wasn't bad. Book shipping, like media shipping from UK to Japan, wasn't bad. So I had a physical subscription to 2000 AD for a while,
Hmm.
and that was really nice. But then the shipping went up, and then their overall prices went up, and they went up significantly. Almost 50%, I think. So like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore because it's nice to have the physical magazines, but they're printed very cheaply. They're printed not to collect, unlike American comics. They're printed very just kind of throwaway. So it wasn't anything I was going to hold on to forever. But it was really fun to have physical British comics for a while.
That is cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if they ever go back to it. They're probably just too busy with Tunnels and Trolls, or whatever they're doing with that poor
No, I don't think
IP.
they are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be really sad if that's just a one and done, and they didn't even take advantage of the anniversary or anything. Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, they haven't updated the website, and I haven't seen any new calls for playtesters or anything. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what
Yeah.
they're doing with
Yeah, I
that.
wonder when they initially did that, when they had that little, I forget what they called it, but yeah, for game masters to kind of get in touch and get materials. Yeah, they may have not have had much of a response. So they were just like, okay, I guess we're done with that. How much did we pay for that license? Yeah, it's crazy. Well, cool. Oh, and I've been printing. I got so Mantic did a nice thing, and I think they were kind of deciding during the crowdfunder what they were going to do. Didn't want to announce their plans so that people didn't cancel their pledges, but they have on My Mini Factory, they have STL bundles of so digital versions of their original plastic armies that they released, the 4 armies they released for Epic Warpath. And they did a discount on those for anybody that participated in the crowdfunding. So they had a reduced price for those. So I've been printing some of the support units and some of the specials for Epic Warpath on the 3D printer, and they look great. They seat great in the bases, and so they give you the bases to print, and then all of the ships and everything, and even give you flying bases. So I got to get some clear resin or something for for the flyers. So that's nice. They're I think they were debating whether or not to do that because they paid for all the tooling and everything of those kits, and they didn't want people to not support that and not get their money back. But through the crowdfunding, they said, yeah, we got our money back for the expense of doing the hard plastic, so now we'll make those files available. So that was great. I'm glad glad they made that decision. So you can get into this game very cheaply because the bundles are the rule book and PDFs with like tokens and stuff, and then all of the units for the armies. So yeah, that was fun to see. And it's, I mean, the hip spa stick is really satisfying, cutting off the sprue and putting those together and using the plastic glue. Unfortunately, with the resin, you've got to use super glue unless you're going to use, the resin itself. But when you're seating things that UV light isn't going to reach into, you can't really do it that way. But you can repair broken prints with the resin itself. Cool. But yeah, so I was excited to see that. So I got to do a painting stream and get my dwarves all painted up, so we'll have somebody to have a force to play with. Really curious.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, yeah, just really curious how it plays in its final form, because we did some playtesting games and those were a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm interested to see all the rule fixes and everything.
Film it.
Oh yeah. Really got to find a good way, put cameras, like eye level, like, put cameras on the board at different levels. And I just need a producer. I need somebody to literally sit and like, like a TV station, like be switching cameras while the battles are being done. But yeah. Is
there a way to share your OBS with someone?
I'm not sure if there's remote control. There might be, I'm sure, because everyone's doing all kinds of software. There's like remote cameras and things you can camera apps you can put on your phone that like connect to OBS and stuff. So there may be ways to do that kind of stuff.
Because you could build, if you had enough cameras, you could just have a different scene for each one.
Yeah,
and then like you said, if you had a producer person monitoring. Like maybe they're looking at the overhead one and then they're like, okay, action's over there, so I'll switch it to this scene. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really fun. Yeah.
Hey, if I create a YouTube playlist of Naladi's music.
Oh yeah,
Clarion is asking for it.
Yeah, do that.
Can you like make a playlist for the game and we can just add it in there?
Sure,
as one of the things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, make a playlist. Yeah, I can put the link in there. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, it's.
I'll put that together, Clarion. Sorry.
That's great. Yeah, it's too bad. We can't just play that during the stream. I guess we could. Although once you're like doing, if it's multiple like content IDs, I wonder if they like there's because it's not a lot of revenue. It's like pennies, and they're going to split 3 pennies with like all the publishers of all those songs. I don't know, but then also they could just shut the stream down. That's the other thing you have to be afraid of.
That's not cool.
yeah. Because that was we did that Avatar, the Last Airbender RPG, and the guy that Alan, the guy that I was talking with about it, he popped up the trailer for some Avatar video or whatever on there, and it immediately killed the stream. YouTube was like, nope, you're not doing that. So yeah, you got to be careful about whatever goes up there. Good stuff. But yeah, so there won't be any actual play tomorrow. We're kind of regrouping, but there should be a week from tomorrow the conclusion of Call of Cthulhu. We'll finish Dead Man's Stomp. And it won't make any sense. It's going to be like one of those like paradoxes. If, well, I guess no, it makes sense because we played in the past. It was a prequel, but yeah. So you played something in the past, but then your fate is still to be decided in New York in 1925.
Yeah, that's why it would. If we had one of us had died or gone insane, it could have gotten a little weird. But...
Yeah. I've been in an asylum for 5 years, but I'm okay now. Yeah,
that's why I did the whole like hypnotherapy thing. It was like I just don't think about that anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And that was the only problem with running that, is we had to run it very light and much less dangerous because it was. And that's got to be the problem with writing a movie prequel or whatever. It's just like Yeah, you have to introduce characters to have any stakes or any drama because they can be in danger. New characters can be in danger because you didn't see those in the later movies. But yeah, prequel stuff is rough. But it was fun. It was fun. I'm glad we had a chance to at least tie stuff together and not skip over it, because I think we would have, if we would have played straight through Dead Man Stump, we could have just like skipped Peru, and nobody would ever have to speak of it again. All right. Okay, should we get started? What's that? Go ahead.
Let me ask you real quick,
Sure,
before we get into the real stuff.
Sure.
Have you watched any of the stuff for the Secret of Weepstone?
Oh, no.
Oh man, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
It's a dungeon crawl video game, but the entire style, including the artwork, is meant to be old school D&D, like OSR looking stuff.
That's great.
Everything's black and white. And like, it's really cool. There's a demo, which I can't play because it's a PC demo, god damn it. But you could play it. It looks really cool. So you have like a party of characters going through this dungeon, and it's almost like a mix of like an old school text-based dungeon crawl game, you know, like one of those real old like Zork kind of things.
Right.
And an actual like, you know, point of view video game, like
like Wizardry or like the old
It's really neat, and everything's black and white. Everything looks like it was drawn in an old D&D rule book, and
that's a cool idea.
Your map, like of the dungeon, when you open it, it opens like it's the back cover, the inside cover of one of those old D&D modules. Right. You know, because they always put the maps on the inside of the covers, and it's blue. It's blue line.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so cool. It's not out yet. There's only a demo right now. You can get the demo on Steam for free. It's called Secret of Weepstone.
Yeah. Wow.
But I watched some playthroughs of it. It looked really neat.
That's cool. It's a really good idea to go with that style, because with 3D you can kind of map 2D stuff on it. So very cool. Yeah, Talesworth Studios. Talesworth Game Studio. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. That's very cool. All right. Oh, actually, this is Japanese Steam though, but yeah, I've got the Steam page open. All right, let's get started for this week. Yeah, thanks for that recommendation. I didn't hear that yet. Welcome to the weekly. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Matt is filling in on the big old TV for Chris this week. A little flu going on, so got to be careful. There's a lot of early flu. I think that was Will, right? That's what took Will out of the actual play.
Yeah, Will was like damn near dying.
But this week on the weekly, get well soon. Well, I guess he is well. He is well now. So this week, Terra Mystica price drop for their crowdfunder. A Godzilla RPG. Okay. Pinball Crawl Classics. Goodman Games is getting weird with their licensing. The new Paizo web store, which is kind of interesting. They're actually going to have to go down, and they're creating a lot of confusion because I think they haven't realized their player base is a little older, skews a little older. And then Paranoia miniatures game. So we'll see how to skirmish in in Paranoia. All right, so first I got this notice I was following on Gamefound, the Terra Mystica project. So this is Steamforged Games is doing a Terra Mystica Special Edition campaign where they're doing new art and kind of remaking and doing all the expansions and all in on this like special version. But they realized, kind of looking at their numbers and looking at the how things were breaking down, their Town Founder pledge, which is kind of their all 5 expansions, upgraded content, their big pledge, was just way too expensive. So they said in their notice, we take community feedback seriously. That is why we wanted to share an important pricing update. In reviewing your comments over the last few hours, the clear takeaway, while many of you would like to have the big pledge, with all in for the Town Founder pledge, you felt that the price point was too high. So what did they do? They figured out a way to just eat that. Basically, they decided to subsidize the cost of the town founder pledge to get people to step up to it. And how did they do that? By reducing it $100. So that's pretty huge, because we're talking almost 400 to almost 300. So they're dropping the all in, and that is pretty high. I mean, that 400, that is really pushing it for, like, I think like $500, you're considered a whale. If you're buying a $500 board game, you're a whale. So yeah, pushing that. It was $389 US dollars originally, and they've brought it down to $288. So $101 price reduction. So they're just going to subsidize the cost of those additional pledges. And so what that probably is going to mean is they're going to get a lot of people that pledged a little lower to step up. They're not going to go as high, but maybe they, overall they will then be able to produce things more cheaply, because then all the expansions and things they're going to do, they're going to have higher numbers, to be able to produce those. So maybe doing some of the math, it worked out. So I thought that was a really interesting move for them to do that mid-campaign. So to make the full experience more accessible, we've decided to subsidize the cost. So if you've been on the fence, now would be a good time to take a second look at Terra Mystica. So that was from the Steamforged team running that campaign on Gamefound. Yeah, I was really impressed. There's still, so probably about 10 days now from the time of this stream. And they are doing a new re-release of the Terra Mystica, the legendary game designed by Jens Drugenmuller and Helga Ostertag. So a classic Euro. It's been ranked 36 out of 1,000 on Board Game Geek like forever, and is one of the 25 Hall of Fame titles on that site. So and the interesting thing for this campaign is in the fan factions expansion, they introduced 20 fresh factions by renowned creators such as Isaac Childress, Jamie Stegmaier, and Richard Seville. So they're getting other board game designers to kind of chip in with to this deluxe definitive version. So they're trying to make a complete and definitive version, because I guess it's been out of print for a while, or it's been reprinted that same level. So this is refreshing the art and doing everything like that. So a couple of different levels of pledging, but the town founder is their all in, and they just dropped that. So that's frustrating though, because I can see what they're thinking and why they're doing it. They want to get more people that were like real close to going all in. Now $100 less. Okay, now that with shipping is not going to be terrifying, but that makes you feel like, oh, if you're just getting the base game, I'm paying a lot for just the base game. Like suddenly my price went up when their price went down.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it's but that's tough. I was happy to see that. Happy to see a company reacted to it, instead of just canceling the campaign and just saying, okay, fine, we're gonna have to go at this a different way. To just say, yeah, if we can get more people in, it'll be doable, and we can actually make it work. So good on you, Steamforged Games, for wanting a project to actually happen and wanting people to have it in their hands. And
I owned that game like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's a really solid game. We had a little issue in our group where some people weren't feeling it the way others were, so it kind of fell off the want to play list, but it's a really good game. It's a really solid game.
That's cool. Good. Yeah, and it's good to see these older kind of classics get attention and not go out of print, because that was the weird thing about the Dune board game. Like they were Fantasy Flight did versions of things based on the Dune board game that weren't the Dune IP, and there was never a reprint of that old 80s 80s board game. But finally, with the movie rights, they were able to. Gale Force 9 made that happen.
Well, it's like what's that ridiculous board game that takes forever to play? Twilight Imperium. I think that wasn't that originally a Dune licensed game, and then they lost the license.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So that's that same sort of thing. That's had a couple of versions now too, and I think
it's on like third. I think.
Yeah. There's been a couple of weird. They tried to, because I think that's a that's its own IP, and so they've tried to do like they've done novels based on it, and I think there's a couple of different like iterations of different types of board games, like a journaling board game and stuff to a journaling game to play in that world. Interesting. But something else that's not, I don't quite know what they're doing or what they're thinking. So IDW is currently publishing Godzilla comics, and they have the rights in the US to Godzilla. So why not make a Godzilla role-playing game? So there's a tabletop role-playing game, but the group, the developers that are working on it, it's an interesting group. So it's former Warhammer devs are working on. I don't know. I thought they were busy with Conflict 47, whatever. But nope. They've got a little bit of extra time. So Jervis Johnson, Mark Latham, and Gav Thorpe have reunited to work on a Godzilla RPG. So Godzilla, the role-playing game, released by IDW because they've got the rights. But I think so. IDW hasn't produced anything but comics for a while. It's been a few years, but the only thing they've really done before is a board game. So I don't know what expertise they really have doing this. Hopefully, I mean they publish, so hopefully they can produce at least a decent quality book, and hopefully the game system itself will actually work. It's not just a bunch of wonderful background content, but it's hard to know. There's not a lot of details at this point because this is going to be crowdfunding next year. So they don't really they don't really come out and say one source says you're going to be playing members of G-Force with your focus to be like, controlling these titans, these kaiju. The explanation so far is so in the books itself, like the main characters are the G-Force that are controlling the monsters, similar to what they were trying to set up in that MonsterVerse with the King Kong Godzilla versus Godzilla movie, that kind of stuff. So the Kai-Sei is which unlocks advanced technology and probably has some kind of interaction with whatever Godzilla or the equivalent of new types are in this setting. So this is just somebody speculating about what it could be based on what the comics are, but they haven't made it clear yet if you're playing the monsters or you're playing the team members that are unleashing the secrets of the monsters. So if you're trying to stop kaiju attacks, how interesting is that as a tabletop role-playing game? Just call ahead and warn Tokyo. Yeah.
I'm looking at Game Radar did an article on it.
Uh-huh.
And I posted a link to it in the chat
for
cool. Anybody who wants to look. But they have a cover image.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It says not final art. I'm not super thrilled with how this looks, so it's good it's not final art.
Well, it's IDW too.
Yeah. But if you look, it's Godzilla like leaning down over six characters, and I think it's going to be about the people, because you got one person doing a superhero pose with power coming out of their hands, someone else crouching with some kind of sniper rifle, some big buff guy, some saber-tooth looking guy, someone with a katana, and some robot looking dude. So. Yeah, it's probably going to have some rules for like powers and cyber and stuff, I imagine.
You got to punch Godzilla. Yeah, so the blurb so far that's been released by IDW is join G-Force to fight the greatest kaiju of all time in the IDW Games first releases the first ever Godzilla tabletop role-playing game. So launching next March on Kickstarter. Godzilla, the role-playing game, is done by some Warhammer legends, and it puts a team of players in the midst of kaiju attacks with their character sheets, collaboration, and playing cards as their tools for defending humanity. So it's a diceless system using playing cards. That's another kind of interesting choice. I hope that thematically works, or it's not just a reason to sell you decks of cards. But yeah, it's got a 52 card deck. Is the core mechanic. So sometimes that can be interesting if you have a hand and you're discarding and you're trying to hold things for key moments and stuff. It works like other sorts of currency point systems in games, but it is It's cards, and so it distracts a little bit from the role play unless you're playing.
That's what I was gonna say. It kind of takes you out of the immersion, like because now not only is it a meta currency type mechanic, but it's like you're physically having to do things, and like that feels much more like board game territory to me. But
and playing in person, and people are slapping their cards on the table. I do this, and okay, it's like it's not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Go all Yu-Gi-Oh with it.
Yeah, right. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes, so this is interesting, and I mean, I guess they've got the rights; they're going to use them. So this is the first game they've published in 5 years, but people were kind of scratching their heads, like, "Wait, what other games?" But I think they did a board game based on another IP that they had previously. Oh yeah, TMNT, so a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles board game they published previously. So that's the extent of their experience. If you want to see a preview, be at PAX Unplugged later this month. Yeah. But the launch is March 26th. So
it's good timing because they just announced a sequel to that Godzilla minus.
Godzilla minus zero now. Yeah, that was a great movie. That like really made a monster, like a kaiju movie, watchable. For everybody, and had just like I liked the idea of because Godzilla's always kind of represented the ghosts of war crimes, the ghost of evil, like
atomic weapons,
the curse of that coming back. And literally in Godzilla minus zero, it was the a soldier, a pilot confronting the horrors of war and his kind of deserting, his cowardice. So I thought that worked really well as it's kind of a metaphor and an image. But if you haven't seen that, definitely check that out. And that was made for like $15 million or something, like insanely cheap, but beautiful looking movie. It's not, I think it was motion captured. Like they had a guy in a rig do the movements of Godzilla, but Godzilla is now CG. But that makes his atomic breath pretty cool.
And what they did that I really appreciated was like in the older Godzilla movies, especially the old like 60s 70s kind of ones, like there was so much downtime where you didn't see any kaiju, and you were probably following around some annoying little kid or something.
Right.
And it was just so, it's as an adult watching it, it's just so boring. And like they managed all the bits of that story really well in the new one. Like the characters were interesting. The situation the main guy was in was really interesting. So it was okay that Godzilla wasn't, on the screen a lot.
Right. No, that's true. And when he was, it was terrifying. Yeah. They did a really good job of the stakes. I mean, he basically just wiped stuff out in that. I thought that was a really daring image for them to do. There was that key scene where he uses his atomic breath, and basically he's standing in front of a mushroom cloud as he's evaporated half of the city. That set in that wartime is terrifying. That was a crazy image.
A big deal.
Yeah. So it was pretty amazing for them to go there. So very cool. Yeah, and the thing that's weird though with a Godzilla RPG is once you're in forces as big as kaiju are in Japanese monster movies, you're kind of getting into Cthulhu territory. So wouldn't there be like cults of Godzilla cults that are trying to bring about the end times? And so I don't know. I haven't read any of these comics, so I'm not sure what the approach is. It's probably just that super powered humans got to control the monster attacks in a kind of a simple silly way. But you're getting into weird territory with the Godzilla RPG.
Yeah, and then if you're juicing up these characters to the point where they could actually somehow fight a kaiju, aren't you kind of making the kaiju not very special?
That's true. Well, I would just have them kidnap Godzilla's child and take him around on a boat, and then anytime they needed assistance, they could push a button, and then Godzilla came out of the ocean and assisted them. Do you remember the Saturday morning cartoon?
Yeah,
it was like, what the hell was that? That was such a weird story.
Yeah,
push the button. There's something that can have Godzilla clear this out of the way. There's an iceberg we need taken care of. Yeah.
Didn't they have a little baby Godzilla that
Yeah.
followed them around too?
Yeah, that's why I was like, kidnap his kid and keep him hostage.
Yeah,
So
that's
Godzilla
right,
has to
that's
do what you
right,
say.
yeah.
We'll kill the kid if you don't answer the button, dude. Yeah. That was classic 80s Saturday morning cartoons. All right. Well, speaking of classic 80s and even classic 70s, Goodman Games cannot stop licensing things. So what are they licensing now? I think they're running out maybe of good properties because they're licensing classic pinball games. So the creators of Dungeon Crawl Classics have licensed some machine brands from the 70s and 80s, and will introduce them as DCC Adventures, inspired by like the. So this is the official announcement. And the video doesn't help you be inspired with any more confidence, but the way this is written is great. Adventures inspired by the plots displayed in the back glass playfield art and gameplay of pinball games. So they're going to take a look at the back glass and say, okay, it looks like a guy with a sword and there's a volcano. Okay, we got it.
Wow.
Yes. So these will be officially licensed. They paid the company, the entertainment company that has this, crowdfunding in January of next year. 5 different Pinball Crawl Classic Adventures, that's what they're calling them, offered in a box set, and they're going to be tied to classic science fiction and fantasy pinball machines, including Gorgar, Centaur, Swords of Fury, Embryon, and Cosmic Gunfight. So these 5 adventures for DCC and MCC are suitable for use on with level characters 1 to 5, and can be used with other fantasy tabletop RPGs, and probably they'll make it easy to do with 5e. So I keep doing that. So tentatively, the set is going to sell for about $70, $69.99. In a nice little slip cover, and they're gonna crowdfund it, so they'll figure out how interested people are. To be sad if there's just like zero interest. Everybody that like remembers any of these pinball machines is like long dead because they were smoking and playing pinball, so they're no longer.
I remember pinball machines that looked like this artwork, but I don't remember specifically,
Yeah.
Gorgar.
Oh, come on. He's a classic Gorgar. Yeah, so it's an interesting, I mean, it's okay to look for inspiration wherever. There's a lot of great, like, kind of, other media to look for RPG inspiration. Yeah, so this is licensing from LNW Gaming and Williams. The kind of classic vendor of
Williams
machines.
Pinball.
Yeah. So they own these, and Bali itself is also with it, which is a trademark of Twin Rivers Management Groups. Yeah, so there's a lot of IP, or a lot of licensing, a lot of companies involved in this. They did a video on the Goodman Games site of Goodman playing these pinball machines. I think he was in San Francisco at one of those retro pinball.
Arcades. I can tell you. I bet I know where it was.
Oh yeah,
Alameda, right there has the pinball museum.
Oh wow.
I went there a couple years ago with my brother.
Yeah,
I bet you that's where he was.
Yeah, so he was playing each one of these machines and then just doing a little spiel about, but there wasn't really much to talk about. Like he said, yeah, look at this classic game. Isn't this great? And it's like, okay. And I guess you're just going to look at, kind of the loose narrative they were trying to tell with where the ball goes in and where it's kicked out. And okay, so we got to have these little frog guys and we got to have this laser tank. I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, I would be really interested to read these books and see where they went with just looking at art and coming up with a module. But I'm not going to pay $70 $70 to find out.
Yeah. These would be fun. Rough. Yeah, there'd be a fun free RPG day release or something. But
yes.
Other than, yes. Yeah, so I'm wondering how well this is actually going to do. But you can sign up on BackerKit. I'll put a link for their BackerKit because there are early bird rewards if this is something that looks fun. I mean, it does. When you think of old pinball art, though, it does match a lot of what Goodman Games is doing with DCC and MCC.
It's got the Gonzo vibe for them. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but I think they were just drinking too long in an arcade, and it's like, you know what? Look at that. Is it that? Look at the back glass. We could write a story.
This is Goodman Games we're talking about.
That's
there
right.
was more than
Right.
drinking going on.
It's like, wow. You know what the back glass was telling me? It was telling
dude,
license me.
Piggybacked onto this is their Old School Adventures book, which I am kind of interested in that.
Oh,
one,
yeah.
But
they're going back and doing the early stuff. What's their old school? Is it? I thought I saw something.
It's a series they're going to start. Old School Adventures. The first one's called Ruins of the Twilight Marches, and it looks like, it's really hard to tell in this picture. It's on the bottom of that same Kickstarter page that you put the link for.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it might be an Errol Otis art, which is cool.
Oh, nice.
But they're chunky. I'd heard a little bit about it before. Like, this is a book, you know. It's not. It's an adventure. It's an adventure, but I think it's more like a mini campaign, you know.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I saw some blurb. I don't know if it was like just a notification. But I thought they were going to go back and do some of their early 5e stuff, you know, more for DCC. But yeah, that's cool if they're doing like original old school stuff. Because I think they really should, just move away from wasting their time with 5e stuff, because some of their crowdfunding in the past few years, they've had to split it between when they were re-releasing like Thracia and a lot of the Dark Tower stuff. That they were splitting it between 5e and DCC versions, so you had to buy one or the other. So I think they should just stick with the system that they've been pushing for a while.
Yeah, they also, for some random reason, they use different crowdfunding sites.
Oh, yeah.
I could get, like, we've been doing this one for a while, we're going to try this one, but they'll actually do multiple sites at the same, in the same year. And I don't really get why.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder, maybe they, approach them and they get some special, they get a special deal. We've been on Kickstarter. What can you do for us, backer kid or what? Yeah. So I wonder where that's coming from.
Mr. Goodman's got his crowdfunder coupon. He's like, yeah, we're gonna start a campaign. Here's my coupon.
Says we get $5 off.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So who knows? Well, speaking of old people playing games, we got a new Paizo store. So Paizo is totally redoing. They've been working on this for more than a year and a half. They have had a team on this. And the week of November 10th, the current web store is going down. And when it comes back up, instead of the old proprietary system that they were using before, that could be a little wonky and didn't, I think, do everything they wanted as far as their subscriptions and digital and physical, like make that work perfectly. They are going to have a new web store powered by Big Commerce. So it's going to go down for about 48 hours, starting at 8 a.m. Pacific time on Monday, November 10th. So you won't be able to access their services, Paizo Connect, their organized play reporting, forums, downloads, order history, or anything. But when it comes back, it's going to be an all new experience, I'm sure, full of all kinds of bugs that they hadn't intended. But yeah, the team has been doing this new experience. It's going to be a much better integrated, but it's going to mean that it invalidates all your old logins. So you're going to have to reset your password. Like the first thing you're going to get is when you go to the store is a reset your password. You won't actually be able to log in because they want everybody to kind of refresh their accounts. If you've had stuff, and this is the thing I think old people do, so that's why I was thinking like Paizo players are not the youngest people, but like you fill up a basket with stuff. It's like, oh, I'd like to get this someday. I'd like to get this, and you just fill up a
like they're saving it for later,
right?
Like a wish list.
Yeah. So they just fill up a virtual shopping cart with stuff that they intend to buy. So a lot of people are panicking. They're saying, I've got a cart full of stuff. What's going to happen to my cart? So the underneath this notification was a huge list of a huge section of comments and replies to it. And amazingly, Jim Butler, the CEO of Paizo, or maybe a robot impersonating him, answered every single concern. He went down blow by blow, like answering everybody's concern, because people were just kind of panicking about the status of certain stuff and what does this mean for this, what does this mean for that. So that was amazing. Like the CEO or the CEO algorithm answered all of the comments of people like really concerned about this. And of course, customer.service@Paizo will handle all of those issues. So your wish lists, your side carts, pending orders are not moving to the new store. So this gives you the chance to make all new wish lists just in time for the holidays. So you're not losing something, you're recreating something. But your subscriptions, downloads, and Paizo Connect console gift certificates and store credit will automatically transfer to the new store. And it looks nice. It looks like they did a nice thing. The one thing that they specified immediately, though, is BigCommerce does not let you combine physical and digital orders. So there's going to be a digital section and a physical section, and it's going to be like clearly marked that, this is a digital product, this is a physical product, which is something that a lot of tabletop web stores have trouble with. I've seen stores, especially that Fantasy Game Unlimited. It took me forever to figure out if I could order a physical copy or if it was a PDF, because they just set up they have a price, and it's kind of inexpensive, and they don't tell you what they're ordering. And even a lot of the back ends of these stores, you go through an address and a process of filling in information for delivery, even though they're just going to email you a PDF, a link to a PDF. So this is good that now it's going to be very clear between a digital and a physical thing. I think this needs to keep happening because if it's not included, then there's like separate. If the PDF isn't automatically included, then it becomes a little frustrating on those pages. They go through a process. So I put a link to their announcement, and they go through step by step. And there's even a video kind of previewing like how things are going to change, a step-by-step process of how to verify that your downloads are present, and if there's anything missing, contact them. So they're trying to make this as gentle as possible, but this is going to be a huge shift for them. And if you used the old Paizo website, it was a bit clunky, kind of just HTML based and run a little rough. But Lyle Borders, their director of e-commerce, put together the video explaining how everything went and everything that's changed. So we'll see. They're hoping for a smooth transition, but you never know. So hang in there if you were waiting for anything from Paizo. I really wish they could have figured out a way to make their subscription thing work better, because I think I could have stuck with some of especially I really liked their that adventure card game that they were doing, that adventure path card game where they had a card system that was telling basically the stories of some of their old adventures. When they were releasing packs and things for those, they had those on a subscription, so you would just get the newest one sent to you as soon as possible. And this was way before, like maybe 2015 or whatever, way before the pandemic. There was just a huge jump in shipping, so suddenly like the costs of their subscription stuff for physical goods went crazy, and they didn't have maybe they lost some deal or some provider, and they couldn't get that back. So suddenly the subscription stuff outside of North America became just not viable. But for a while there, that's a pretty good option, and I think with digitally that could be a thing that works well. So you'd always have the next part of an adventure path or whatever coming to you as soon as it was released. So it's something that Paizo does that is a bit different from other sites. So be careful, hang in there, and contact customer support if you have a shopping cart that no longer exists on the Paizo web store.
So I went to the Paizo website, right?
Oh yeah,
because I think I played Pathfinder First Edition like one time.
Mm-hmm.
I never played Second Edition. I've never played is it Starfinder?
Starfinder, yeah.
Never played that. So I was like, I wonder what else Paizo sells.
Oh,
so I went on there, and they have a Pathfinder section, a Starfinder section, and a board game section.
Mm-hmm.
The board game section is all stuff that's derived from Pathfinder or Starfinder. Mm-hmm. And then they have an accessory section, which again has a bunch of Pathfinder stuff, but it has a subsection for miniatures. I was like, oh, cool, miniatures. And they have one category of miniatures called bombshell miniatures. which is where is it? Babes, sidekicks, and epic models. So I went to the Babes, and it's literally just like 34 pewter miniatures of chicks in various like genres of
Wow.
things. But one of them is Blake Russell.
Mm.
And it's literally Snake Plissken as a woman.
As a woman.
It's hilarious.
Wow.
And they've got like a cave girl. And they've got like a Street Fighter looking lady called Betty. And it's just like, wait a minute. How have you guys not gotten in trouble for this yet?
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
And they're all pewter minis, which is interesting too.
Yeah. Early days of the Paizo web store, because they didn't have so much stuff. I think they were selling like other people's stuff. I remember they had a bunch of other stuff on there when I was looking at that Pathfinder adventure game. There's a bunch of other other publishers' stuff on their web store for a while. So maybe they just never got rid of Bombshell miniatures.
Probably. They probably have backstock they need to sell.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, we're getting a whole, and this is a newer version than even I remember. The Paizo site was very yellow. The last time that I used it, yellow and like that fuchsia, kind of maroon color. All right, but remember, Matt, trust the computer. The computer is your friend. So Paranoia will keep you safe, and that is coming from the new release by Modifius, 5 Clones from Alpha Complex, a Paranoia miniature game. So this is, of course, security clearance, infrared. The transmission is cleared for all citizens. Greetings, citizens. Welcome to Paranoia, 5 Clones from Alpha Complex, a darkly hilarious adaptation of the classic RPG, recreated as the first uncooperative tabletop miniatures adventure war game from the same team behind 5 Parsecs from Home and 5 Leagues from the Borderlands. So are you looking for teamwork, trust, and noble heroism? You found the wrong game. Your so-called team of troubleshooters, find the trouble, get shot, basically, will complete missions that will keep Alpha Complex safe, efficient, and Utopia, its civilization, and the efficient Utopia, its citizens trust. So none of these troubleshooters are members of a secret society, and absolutely none of them have mutant powers. They certainly are not going to report each other as traitors or get shot in the back with laser pistols. Hey, get them before they get you. So if you die, don't worry. You have 5 identical clones to take your place and mop up what's left of you. So pre-orders are available now. So procedural group play plus a solo mode and even a game mastered version are options for the gameplay. So a fast moving system emphasizing fun over complexity, 50 mutant powers that you definitely don't have, 20 scenarios with 7 objective types, secret societies and secret clearance rules, foes such as the Intersect Troopers, Vulture Squadron Warriors, bots, mutant creatures, monsters, and aliens. And of course, your fellow clones. Rules for overcoming hazards, cameras, and vending machines, and even doors. And then optional rules for mandatory bonus duties, service groups, and more. And then 10 status effects as well. So the computer approves. Pre-order now. So Friend Computer is also pleased to announce that the pre-order launch of the Paranoia miniature range, perfectly designed to increase your happiness and loyalty by 42.7%. So yes, the chaos of Alpha Complex now in a miniatures game. And so they're doing multi-part resin kits as well. And they're a bit pricey. I mean, this is resin. So it's, 30 pounds for like 5 miniatures, which is like probably like $50 to $45. Yeah.
Looks like I'm looking at them right now. It's like $40.14 for a 6-person troubleshooter squad.
Yeah, so it's not cheap, but it looks like a heck of a lot of fun. I mean, if they do a nice job of kind of integrating this setting into those rules that they already had for 5 Parsecs, it should be a good old time. But so this caught me off guard. I was really surprised. I saw a note from one of the Mongoose designers that said, Mongoose is in no way involved with this. It's just the IP that Modifius licensed, and they're doing a whole range. I'm really surprised that Modifius keeps doing that, because they did a whole range of John Carter from Mars miniatures. They've done a whole range of, like, a lot of the games that they've licensed. They've done extensive miniature lines for, and they even did Mutant Chronicles. Yeah, Fallout. They even did Mutant Chronicles miniatures, and yeah, and then immediately there was a board game with the same miniatures all over again, different sculpts. So yeah, they really like producing miniatures. I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't think I have any Modifius miniatures, so I haven't seen the quality of their resin. But they're resin cast, so they're going to be sharp detailed. Not probably that fun to work with. You got to be careful of that dust. It's plenty carcinogenic, but what isn't nowadays? But yeah, that's a very very big surprise, and it looks fun. I mean, the design in the book and everything looks great. It looks like they really leaned into, and so this is something you can totally solo play. But it sounds like it'd be a lot of fun with the betrayal and backstabbing with a group of.
Yeah, I'm looking at these. Like, I would want just the Vulture Squad. Looks so cool. Like they did a great job of like replicating that old Holloway art.
Oh yeah.
Because he was involved with the design of that game back in the day, and I would like to have these just to make a what do you call it, Stargrave squad. That'd be so cool.
Yeah,
just have a squad of vultures. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, this reminded me when I was reading through their text for this. I was thinking, oh yeah, what we were playing, I should have leaned more into the assistee in our Tartarus Gate campaign, more as a Paranoia type situation, because I think that was probably a little bit of the inspiration. Like you guys playing interns, having to deal with a messed up situation. I should have leaned more into the Paranoia type feel.
Either Paranoia or the cake one. Was that Gladys from Portal?
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
Oh yeah. That would have been good. But
but these look cool. I'm kind of wondering, like, I'm just trying to imagine, it's a skirmish game, right? So how do you make the whole Paranoia vibe in a skirmish game? Like, right. I'm just wondering how, because it's backstabbing and it's secret powers and it's the meddling computer, and I was like, how do you create that whole vibe in like what's ostensibly like a skirmish battle game?
Yeah, and
I'm very curious.
Yeah, and if there's like a narrative, the scenarios connect, and like a building narrative, and like between scenarios, what happens? Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, did you look at the high programmer minis?
Oh no. Are they good?
Oh, there's a male and a female, and they're wearing like the big clerical robe looking things. But the third mini is just the smoking boots. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they got it. They're definitely in the spirit of it, and hopefully they've done this before with once their minis got older, especially the Mutant Chronicles ones. They came out as a bundle, like as a humble bundle or something of the digital STLs. So if they could do digital files of these minis, that would make this game a lot more playable for me, especially because that's ordering from the UK. I guess they have a US store as well, but either the US or the UK, and ordering those expensive minis would cost a lot. Yeah. And I don't know. There's probably nobody doing, like, there's not a lot of demand for Paranoia looking, there's not a good proxies out there probably. It'd be hard to find people doing stuff in this style. But yeah, I thought that was a really fun, and the fact that they kind of put together the 5 Parsecs guys and the Paranoia license, like, oh, that's pretty clever. Like Modifius is still like thinking, they're not just licensing Invincible. Boo. So yeah, fun project, and so keep an eye on that. I'm not sure when it's in pre-order now, and I'm not sure when it's fulfilling, but everything is like stock incoming on the
I wonder
store.
Yeah, I wonder what their time frame is going to look like because they haven't even actually finished the Cohor's Cthulhu
Oh yeah,
miniature game.
right.
Like you can't buy the minis yet or anything.
Mm-mm.
And I'm looking right now, and the overview was posted on May 23rd, 2024.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that's
might be a while.
yeah, that game too, because they were doing an RPG and a miniatures game. Yeah, I think they
Mhm.
have maybe they're spread a little thin with that. Yeah, I'm waiting. I hope there's a good Modifius like New Year's sale or something, some seasonal sale after the holidays, because I want to get Space 1999. Really, I want to get that core book. Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
was fun. That was a fun.
that was fun.
Our little
But I
Kickstarter.
would totally get in that 70s vibe again. That would be fun.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so that is going to do it for this week. So, Matt, where can people find you?
I'm on Blue Sky and Instagram. It's at Hargold, Hargald, where I'm whining about my battles with technology a little bit.
Uh,
And what kind of gaming have I talked to? Oh, well, I guess we can talk about this now. I
mhm,
mentioned on the Discord, but I've been in communication with Pelgrane Press.
nice.
You've seen the emails,
Mhm,
and they seem very interested in getting us a draft copy of their Nyx supplement for Swords of the Serpentine.
nice.
So I'm really looking forward to because we have that in our schedule,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I'm thinking we'll probably do like session 0 because there's a lot to talk about in that game
Mhm,
because you're not just making a character, but you got to ideally be involved with one of the big factions, and there's a lot of factions in the game.
mhm.
And it's all over the place. I'm really looking forward to see what you guys go with
Oh, cool.
because you could be like part of an old wealthy family or part of the nouveau riche merchant family, or you could just be guys who hunt down antique books, or you could
Nice.
be what is it, the town watch who gets shit on by everybody, and like there's a lot of ways you can go, and so I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm thinking we'll do a session 0 as sort of an introductory mystery
Mhm,
kind of adventure, and then hopefully by that time we'll get this from Pelgrane Press,
mm,
which I won't say what it's called
mhm.
yet because they're being real nice to me. I don't want to piss them off,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
uh, and then we can try that out, sort of as like a first premiere,
Mhm.
preview of their next supplement, which I think would be cool. They seem like really nice people, and they were thrilled when I contacted them that someone actually was showing some love for that game. So
Nice, nice.
that'll be fun. I'm
Yeah.
sure I'll be talking about that more on there soon. But how about you?
All right, so I'm eventually going to be doing an art stream. So I do a single panel gag cartoon called Domestic Abuse, and I want to start doing it on paper again. I was realizing that this digital nothingness, like I have a corrupt hard drive or a cloud cloud service disappear, and that's just endangering years of work. So I want to start physically drawing them again. So I'm thinking about maybe beginning of the year getting back to that. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with the stream until then, but I stream often occasionally, I guess, the drawing of those cartoons. And you can read the entire series on Go Comics. So gocomics.com/domestic abuse, and look for abuse cartoons on YouTube and Twitch. But if you like what we're doing here with the weekly, consider becoming a weekling. You can do that at patreon.com/upturntable. Tell us what you want to hear more of, more war games, more tabletop, more board games. We do a little bit of everything. So what is your interest? And then also there's a Patreon chat. There's access to the Discord with Patreon, and the RSS feed is the audio from all of our live streams, as well as actual play audio sessions and things that we do for the channel. Upturntable.com is the website, and then Upturntable on all social media. So that's going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for the YouTube members, which you can do by clicking that join button, become a member, and patrons for making everything possible. We'll be back again next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
desperate. All out the broken TV rules all didn't happen. Now he stands up to his fate. Not in time, not too late.
So thanks, Matt. I appreciate you co-hosting this week. There's a lot of little stuff to talk about. I thought you'd be enjoy. Yeah, that Paranoia thing came out of nowhere. So they're not going to crowdfund it. It's just going to it's just on pre-order. I like when that happens too, because they've got confidence in it, and they get good people working on it, and it's done. Like there's photos of the minis, like the cast resin minis. It's a done deal. So. Don't take it to crowdfunding. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I was just gonna say they look really good, and maybe because it's a pre-order, they've got their ducks in a row more than they did with like that Cohorts Cthulhu thing. So
yeah, because that was crowdfunding.
Maybe it won't be as long a downtime kind of thing.
Yeah, that was crowdfunding. So yeah, that's true. And yeah, interesting. And Space 1999 wasn't crowdfunded either. It's when we talk about stuff and it's like, oh, and it's going to crowdfund, in 3 months, and then in 3 years you'll have, so we're talking about things like that are so far in the future that, by the time the Pinball Crawl Classics is out, did we talk about?
Yeah. Well, it's like Broken Empires. They just hit their 1 year mark last month, I think. Which is like, oh man, that just makes it hurt more. When are we going to get this game?
Right. Yeah, it's got to be really daunting, all the obstacles you can hit with production, and especially when you're not just doing a book. You're going to do a book, dice and dice towers and dice bags, and you're talking
and
multiple vendors and things.
Big old map. And,
yeah. So there's going to be things, and that's the I think with Trench Crusade has had a couple of like weird updates recently. It seems the book is kind of getting there, but they had some, and I think because the artist, like the illustrator that kind of inspired the world and came up with a lot of the setting, he was very particular about how his art was going to look in this book, and they had to go back and tweak some of the images and get things to look how he wanted it to look. So the book's been delayed for a while, and that was the only thing I was waiting for. But they did release a statement that said they are moving away from digital releases. I think they were not very satisfied with the STL campaign that they released, that they did on My Mini Factory. And they're going to go with plastic. They're going to go with plastic kits for future releases. So physical plastic kits. They just said that's the future of the game. And I wonder, because they had a real difficult time with pricing, and people just complained, like crazy for they were pricing the digital files at, what they wanted to make for a set of the miniatures. But people weren't going for it. So I think they've kind of reconfigured. And there's also other companies that are supporting the game. So, early days when it was still in beta, people were just kind of kit bashing and coming up with their own minis. Now that there's official minis, they've kind of played around with how they want those released. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. For me, that's going to mean it's more difficult. It's going to be hard to get a hold of those official miniatures, but hopefully it'll be good for the future of the game. Get more people to buy in. I don't know. It's a funny thing. I really wonder, like, we'll see probably next year at some of the big conventions like Adepticon and stuff, like who's playing what games, like what games are actually active. Like, will Warpath Eternal be doing okay? Or Warzone Eternal. I was looking at Warpath and saying Warzone Eternal, like, because they went in pretty hard on that, and I wonder how well it's going to be supported. It looks like War Machine is doing okay. Steamforged Games taking over War Machine. They're doing releases and kind of getting people back into it. I see a lot of people curious, and they've made it pretty simple because it is a skirmish game. You buy like a base set and then an auxiliary set or a supporting set, and if you buy every single miniature in the range that's currently available, it's just a few $100s. You're not out like insane amounts of money like you would be to get a 40K starting army. So hopefully that will be back. And I got one of the starter boxes. This guy, the one of the foul blood trolls and the kind of dragonkin. So the shadows and scum, and the plastic is really nice. I mean, I'm glad Steamforged took this over because the sprues were great. It was really nice plastic to work with. And I've been doing a lot of the 3D printing stuff. So to cut stuff off of sprues and put it together with the plastic glue instead of super glue, like, yeah, that's right. You got a little time, when the plastics melt in to kind of turn the piece a little bit. And yeah, it's really fun to work with. And you see why, like Trench Crusade might be saying, let's do plastic kits, because those are a thing, and they kind of get you, more committed to the game. But yeah. So War Machine seems like it's doing okay. I'm curious. Probably won't ever come back like it was in Japan, but hopefully in North America there'll be some people playing. It's a wacky, fun system. A lot of like interesting combos and unit choices and stuff. And yeah, so we'll see. And the Infinity group here seems to be doing really well. Nick stopped by on our little board game day, and he's running a kind of a wargaming, like a Kansai wargaming meet, and a lot of people are playing Infinity for that. It's really fun. I mean, it's a lot of rules, but they've really done a nice job in the app and the digital rules to make it easy to look stuff up and figure out what you're doing, because there's a lot of different abilities on things, and there's units that if you've included them for the first time in your army, you're like, oh wait, what does this do? What does this do? And it's very easy to check that all out. So it's a lot of reading, but yeah, a lot of fun interactions. So we'll see what's actually going on. But still, at the Kansai Wargamer, there's still people playing Age of Sigmar and 40K. They just can't get away from it. Yeah. I don't know why, especially in Japan. Like, Japanese prices are double. Like, yeah, anything else. I don't even know why you would be dealing with that. And for a while I thought, okay, maybe that's okay, because the shipping, if you were ordering that online, the shipping would increase the price significantly. But yeah, it's gotten so out of control, because they know anybody that's going to stick with the hobby in Japan has unlimited funds. They basically have. They
are the whale of whales.
Yeah. Japanese hobbyists. And that's like, if you look at the, sets of Blu-rays or anything in Japan, like there'll be like an $800 set of like Blu-rays for an anime. It's like, seriously, like someone is going to pay that price? They'll do it like a new release, and it's like, yeah, it's the complete set for $800.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, they did a really cool original. I think it was up through the Heisei Godzilla, so up through like 90s Godzilla, maybe ending with like Final Wars, like that 2000, like Godzilla 2000, and then Final Wars, that early aughts release. And it was a set of DVDs on a big shelf, like on a big, I think it was wood, like a big piece of wood. So the DVDs were held on a wood, and then there was a replica of the original 1-to-1 scale Godzilla head from the suit of the original Godzilla head mounted on that shelf. And I saw it once. I saw it once at a resale store, but it was like $1,000. Yeah, it was like the whole thing was like $1,000, and people bought it, and then somebody took it to a recycle shop to resell it. Yeah, but very funny. Yeah, funny prices for fans here. You really get punished for liking something. Yeah. And they've been a lot slower in like digital adoption. So like streaming services came much later in Japan than they did. And the TV stations here were terrified of the internet for the longest time. They wouldn't put anything out there digitally because they were afraid of piracy and, like people, not that Japan has a big international market for its television dramas and stuff, but they're just terrified that there'd be no licensing, no syndication, because people would just be releasing them on the internet with with fan subtitles, amateur subtitling. Oh, have you encountered an AI voice translated YouTube video yet? I'm sure if I click that button, you could be listening to us in German right now. But they do overdubs of foreign languages now on YouTube. Have you encountered any of those videos?
No,
Maybe.
I encountered a lot of videos where they just use an AI narrator.
Oh, yeah.
And I just instantly block those channels.
Right.
But not like a translator. No.
Yeah, it's a new feature. I was watching a movie that I just saw. The Japanese trailer, there wasn't an English trailer and there were no English subtitles. So there's an AI voice overdub and it's just machine translated. So it's completely terrible, completely wrong translation.
Ooh.
AI voice overdubbing a movie trailer. It was horrifying. Yeah, it's really bad. So look out for that. It just ruins like the tone of anything. Like subtitles, you really appreciate like subtitles. You hear the quality of the original voice and the language and the the emotion in the voice and expression. And with subtitles, that's stays intact. When they just dub it over with a robot, with the digital voice, it's terrible. Really, really weird. So yeah, thank you.
Imagine it. If I've told this story before, I apologize. But there's this old sci-fi author named Frederick Pohl. I don't know if you ever read any of his stuff, but I was big into him, like kind of through high school. But he took one of his novellas and he it got sold in China, right? So there was a Mandarin translation of it. And so he had it translated from the Mandarin back into English, and he published it in the back of one of his anthology books. It is hilarious because suddenly like a car becomes like, the Iron Smoke Belcher or something, like it just gets crazy.
Yeah.
Because it went into Mandarin, they gave it like everything a Mandarin equivalent, and then you take it back out of that into English without context, and it's just like, what's going on here?
Right. Nice. Yeah. Oh, hey, Age of Adventure is in the chat. Nice. Yeah, good to see everybody in the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should take a look and see. I didn't turn on the voice channel.
We got it. Clarion Abyss, Quark, and Aid.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good to see everybody. Yeah, sorry, with the time difference and everything, yeah, we're still going around 1:30, which is now, an hour an hour earlier than it should be.
Yeah, Abyss confirmed for me that they do the daylight savings in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Which I wasn't sure. But I wonder, do they do it in Australia, Age? Because they don't do it in Japan, obviously.
Right, yeah, they don't. I think they might. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Age would know, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought I saw some reference to that. Maybe.
That's one of those ones that you just like, after a while, you're just kind of like, Are we just all doing this time change thing out of muscle memory and no one can remember
Right.
why? You know,
it's for the
like,
farmers. It's for those
yeah,
farmers.
bullshit.
They don't want to wake up in the dark.
I know. I have some farmer relatives, and they're just like, "No, that's stupid."
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
like and then they'll say it's for the stock market, and I'm like, "What?" Like,
And
none of these make any sense.
isn't there a state like Arizona or some weird state that does not obey?
Arizona doesn't. Yeah, Arizona does not do it. So they're always on their own time, and everyone else is moving around them. Yeah,
Arizona time. Yeah, that's so funny. States' rights can get pretty hysterical. And no Martin Luther King's birthday in Arizona too, right? No daylight savings, no Martin Luther King's birthday. It's like, okay, just pick random crap, whatever. That's great. Do your thing.
yeah, Arizona. Yeah, they're special.
Yes.
I've just decided, like, all the states that border the Pacific states are just a bunch of weirdos. I got no time for Utah and Idaho and Nevada. Like, they're just a bunch of, like, digging their bunker, you know.
Yeah.
Freedom, you know. I don't know. I won't go on my soapbox right now. But.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. Yeah.
He said we are currently UTC plus 11 during daylight savings time and plus 10 otherwise.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is UTC, like, forgive my ignorance here, is that the Greenwich line? Is that what that's based on?
I think so. That's, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I see, I don't know. It might be different because I see, GMT or UTC often. I don't know if that's the same thing.
Well, that's like all the UK has left is where the Greenwich Mean Time is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, UTC is equivalent to GMT. However, the measurement differs. GMT is measured from midday, whereas UTC is measured from midnight. UTC is the legal basis for time in the world. Yeah.
Okay. H said, I used to watch Chinese comedy movies with my dad, Chinese audio and English subbies.
Mm-hmm.
He used to start laughing and was like, why? And I was like, why are you laughing? Oh, yeah. I bet they're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a funny thing. When we watch stuff subtitled in Japanese, is they haven't gotten to the joke yet, or they haven't gotten to the punchline yet, and with the subtitles, my wife is already laughing, something like, "Oh, you knew that was coming, didn't you?" Yeah.
Well, that's like, streaming sucks. So I'm not like really a baseball fan, but we watched the Game 7 of the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so much hype about it, and I have some relatives that are big into baseball. So it was a really nice night. So we had like our door on our balcony open to get a breeze, and we're watching the game, and we have, was it Hulu Live for that stuff?
Oh,
so we're watching it, and down the street there's like a big watch party, right? It's just a bunch of raucous people getting drunk. But they're apparently, I don't know, I guess they're watching it on broadcast television, like regular television or cable or something.
Yeah.
So I was so pissed because they were getting it like 30 seconds faster.
Right.
So when it all ended, they all broke out into cheers like 30 seconds before my wife and I could tell what was going to happen.
Right.
Like, oh, the Dodgers won because the drunks down the street are cheering. Damn it.
That's funny. I wonder if it's like a built-in delay or something for advertising or whatever. Yeah, it's like, you can't have, unless you pay this price, you can't have the live. But I think even in broadcast, there's like an 8-second delay just in case like somebody gets, some bloody injury or something in the game. Yeah. But that hit into the double play was awesome because the bat broke. So there's pieces of the bat flying onto the field, and they still managed the double play at the end. That was a great, great. And I got to hear it all narrated in Japanese, so that made it even more fun because they finally got excited. when they're doing their voiceover. Yeah, when I first came to Japan, NHK or somebody had a job posting for an English language like sports commentator, like mostly for baseball in Japan. I'm like, oh, I wish I had any broadcasting skill. That would be the best job ever. Is just following Japanese baseball and doing like English, English play by play. That would have been a lot of fun. Nice. But yeah. So no actual play. Won't do any recording tomorrow. I'll probably do eventually some painting. I want to get my Warpath stuff painted, so I'll do a painting stream to get that stuff up and going. And just kind of show off some of the units that were included in the digital, and kind of take a look and compare the printed models versus the plastic stuff, so you guys can see how that's looking. And yeah, but we will be back hopefully a week from tomorrow, finishing up some Call of Cthulhu. Terry promises not to drink too much, so we might have a slightly inebriated investigator, but that still works. It still works. Yeah, it's it'll be a funeral procession in the middle of the day in Harlem, and we'll see how that goes with a drunk Terry. But and then so after that, you think Indie Heat Part 3 will be ready?
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Get that rolling. I think 2, maybe 3 sessions.
Okay.
And then then we can
Nice.
maybe go back to the mass or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think you should feel like you have to run mass. You should run what you want to run.
Yeah.
And then at some point we'll work in Swords of the Serpentine too.
Yeah, but I think masks can work because you're kind of it's in chunks because there's big geographical shifts. There's big travel points. The little dotted line with the airplane, or I guess in this case the steamship, is changing locations. So we can easily break it up and go back to the different locations, and each of them has like a different flavor and almost like a you have to. It's the next piece of something, but you have to kind of find out who all the local operators are and what the hell's going on. So each kind of phase of it has a nice adventure, kind of built in. And they even say, a lot of people have said you don't have to play like I think all 5 locations. There's only like 3 that are core to the main storyline. So if we're playing it, we're kind of getting okay, we can kind of jump ahead to the climax if we've done enough. If we're like, hey, we've seen enough versions of an Arlethotep for our liking. We don't need all 1,000. We'll cut it down by a few hundred. But yeah. So but we'll see. I think that's been fun to play. I really like. I think that system's fun. Like BRP is awesome. So it's I've enjoyed running that kind of game, and especially with that system.
Oh, I love the old BRP, and I like the little tweaks, like the little changes they made since last time I ran it. Using luck is a meta currency is kind of cool.
Yeah, and that was because I was reading the rules for Pulp Cthulhu, and even in the new version of Masks, they have the adjustments that you would make to run this as Pulp, and I think the luck mechanic is a nice compromise because essentially the Pulp is just making everything encounters a lot more difficult and having a lot more you can do with luck. Like luck is very, very powerful in the Pulp Cthulhu setting, but us just having it like to kind of take the edge off of some of the lethality and mind blowing kind of stuff, I think works well to actually have the characters be a little more survivable. So we're not just whipping out the NPCs and the pre-gens for you guys to take over constantly.
Did you ever do the Horror on the Orient Express one?
No.
That's another like mega campaign, like where they like literally tell you like bring a bunch of extra characters because you're going to be going through a mill on this one.
You had a whole train full of them. And then entering the dining car is your new character.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good. Yeah. So we'll have to catch up on that.
You should You should check out that Weepstone game if you ever have
Yes.
free time.
Yeah,
I can't run the demo. Apparently, it's going to come out for my system when they release it, but the demo is strictly PC.
Oh, okay.
So it
Yeah.
looks really cool.
Yeah,
I
it does.
watched some playthrough. I think Abyss shared it originally on our Discord, but yeah, it looks really neat.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. And now that the technology is there to make that, not look bizarre, so it's still, that kind of flat cell shaded art. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, and if they nail the the difficulty and the feel of the dungeon crawling, that'll just be perfect, because I already saw there's like inventory, got like an inventory window and stuff. So yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, there's like inventory, and like I think there's your torches will run out, and yeah, it looks like the little bit of playthrough I watched, like the guy was having to make like search for traps rolls,
Nice.
and like it was very old school, because like he went into a room with a statue, and it's like a little text box, like in a module, right, of description that some voice narrates.
Nice.
And then it's just like, figure it out, son. It's like,
awesome.
There's a statue in this room. Figure it out. It was like, oh, that's so old school and cool.
Yeah. Wow, that's a great idea. Yeah, and especially when they've been trying to nail that, and I think it's impossible to, with what 5e, like running a game using the 5e engine, to power it. Because I noticed that with what I play, Solasta, there was a fantasy RPG that used the 5e kind of rule set and engines and you realize how broken some of those rules are, because if you take there's a few certain spells you take that are kind of travel breaking, like it's like travel means nothing if you got good berry is like feeding everybody constantly, and like a lot of the mechanics that should kick in don't when you are using 5e. So
5e, just there's a way to mitigate everything in 5e, which is on the list of reasons I don't like 5e.
And I remember when one of the Paizo Pathfinder Pathfinder engine games came out. I can't remember if it was Kingmaker or what it was, but they were saying, okay, now this is this is more old school. This is very lethal. You're going to die. Be very careful. Don't think of it like that, like modern day, just chasing everything around with your party, because they will kill you. You get enough of them to gang up.
It's interesting. Yeah, like for newer players coming out of the 5e environment, like anything close to that old school sensibility where you got to be smart about what you do or you're going to die. Like you must have to just give them so many qualifiers. Like, no, really, I'm serious. You can't just take a short rest. You're gonna die.
Right.
Like.
Yeah, that's very true. Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, that's very, very good. Yeah, so we'll have to see. So yeah, so back to a little bit of Outgunned, and then some. Hopefully Swords of the Serpentine before the end of the year. And yeah, we'll have to see what else we can get up to. I'm seriously, I need that sale, because I need to get that Space 1999 book, the full rules.
That'd be fun to play again.
Yeah, that was
just you, me, and Will, right? Terry would vibe with that game.
Yeah.
It's definitely from his age group too, so that'd be fun.
Yeah. I want to search hard for some good 70s that the music. I loved the orchestral swells to the like disco beat that show it too. That was great.
Lots of the funky shwaka shwaka kind of noises. Yeah. I'm sure on that site where you get your stuff, you can find some good ones.
Yeah. You just got to find the right search terms. But yeah, there's a lot of content up there. Yeah.
Did you guys cover Mouse Ritter? No.
Oh yeah, there's a I think a big
was there a new Mouse Ritter announcement?
No, I think there's a big crowdfunder right now. Let me double check. Yeah, I forget. It's can't be on Kickstarter, but I think there's a big crowd funder for it. Oh yeah, Junk City. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they've raised over $1 million on BackerKit. Yeah, I didn't think it was. Yeah, there's a new setting. Yeah, they're doing great. Oh no, wait, no, what? Over $1 million? No,
100 grand.
Yeah, 100 grand. No, yeah. What? The AI screwed up. It's at $1 million. Nice. 100,000. Yeah. So almost at $100,000. Yeah, Exalted Funeral and Games Omnivorous and Losing Games are doing a. Yeah, so this is Mouse Ritter month. So from November 4th to December 5th, there's projects that are going to be part of Mouse Ritter month. So yeah, Junk City is one of those. And I wish I had a link. Can I just? Oh yeah, there is. Learn more. Yeah, is Mouse Ritter? It's like, because I think it was available. That's the game that you can always get the PDF for free, and then they'll do some kind of deluxe, like they do box sets and stuff of it.
There's literally a button on here to download the rule book.
Yeah. So I think they've always done the rules digitally for free, but various people have done nice kind of deluxe versions.
Now there's I don't think it's not Mouse Ritter, but it's another one of those play little cute animal mouse type. The people that made what is it? Torchbearer and was the Wheel of Burning Wheel. They had a mouse game that was like a light version of their rules.
Oh, really?
That wasn't Mouse Ritter, right? That was something else.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, man, I gotta find that out.
Yeah, there's a couple of mouse related because Root is a cute animals RPG.
The Root RPG is. I hope Chris isn't listening. Powered by the Apocalypse. Blech.
Is it really? Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Abyss says, I own that.
Which one do you own? Tell me.
Maybe Root.
Okay.
I don't know.
Burning Wheel, Torchbearer. I'm looking at their site. Is it Redwall? No, it's not Redwall.
Well, that's something.
But it's something like Redwall. Mouse Guard.
Thank you. Abyss. Nice.
So I think that uses like a simplified version of either Burning Wheel or Torchbearer. Probably Burning Wheel. And it would have to be crazy simplified because that game, holy cow.
Right. Yeah, so which would you rather play? Because it's kind of doing the same thing. Like, would you rather play as like anthropomorphic mice or as like the littlings of Household? Like, what's more appealing?
If we're just talking about the ones I have seen and semi been exposed to, I'd rather play the little ones. What's it called? What's that game
Household?
called?
Yeah, the
Household. Yeah. I'm a little more intrigued by Household because it seems like they're playing up the politicking and social stuff a little more.
Right.
But I don't know a lot about the mouse games, so I don't know. I mean, either one would be fun, I'm sure. But yeah, it'd go either way. But I'd say I'm more intrigued by Household.
Yeah, I definitely like what they did with that setting. But the mouse, some of the mouse games might be doing that same sort of thing, like different kingdoms and stuff. Except that they're just breaking it up into species. Don't go near the moles.
I watched this video the other day. It just randomly showed up in my algorithm. I never watched any from this guy's channel before, but he did a video about D&D's furry problem.
Oh no!
And it wasn't quite as funny and savage as I was hoping it was going to be, because he basically just went through and analyzed all the all the anthropomorphic animals you can play in D&D now. It's quite a long list.
Yeah.
It's quite a long list.
Yeah, the character they call species now, right? Wizards is saying species. Yeah, the species list is ridiculous now, and it doesn't even make any sense that any realm of existence would have that many types of anthropomorphic things in it. It's like it's just crazy. It would be several planets full of things.
No one should think too hard about a traditional Dungeons and Dragons world because the pure number of sentient species existing on one planet makes no goddamn sense at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Abyss said that Mouse Guard is the most beefy, tiny, heavy box on the market. The box is like 1.5 kilos and half the size of Dungeon Degenerates behind Jeremy.
Oh, yeah. Hand of Doom. Yeah, I really want to get it in-person campaign of this going. I was hoping we could play that instead of Hero Quest, but I think everybody was too drunk at the time. We even opened a box. I thought, Hero Quest is all we're going to be able to manage. And it was still funny. It was still so funny, the debates of like, okay, so we all just like stand outside the door. Like there were all these like formations we were taking and like opening doors, and there was like one goblin inside the room. It's like, get him.
Overanalyzing.
It was very funny. Like, this is a kid's game, remember? But that was funny. We noticed on the box, it's maybe because of like all the demonic content or whatever, it's 14 and up for Hero Quest. That seems like a 10 and up, 8 and up kind of level game, but I guess maybe
for understanding, it's content, I'm sure.
Yeah. Must be a content limit. It might have been lower in earlier times. But that's but that was funny. But Dungeon Degenerates would be really fun, and I would love to light the table with a black light because everything is fluorescent, like all the pawns and everything. Yeah, so you could.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. And the cards are like usually like a yellow, like fluorescent yellow with black text, so you could even read them, under a black light. So that'd that'd be good. Yeah,
nice.
That's a great design game. Yeah, I wish the miniatures that they did for that would go back into print. They did a whole run of white metal miniatures, of the characters. Yeah, for the all the starting characters and the different monsters and stuff you'd encounter, but they're sold out on their website. But if they do another crowdfunding, they might do it because I think they're up to like their 5th or 6th printing of Hand of Doom. So lots of degenerates out there picking up the box. Nice.
Oh yeah, those are some very old school looking minis.
Oh yeah, they look great. Yeah, and they'd be fun to paint with like day glow, with like fluorescent paints, like get really bright colors. Just kind of imitate the color scheme. Yeah, that'd be really fun.
There's one that's just the evil puppet show. It's just like a little puppet stand-up stage thing with feet coming out the bottom.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good kind of like underground comics kind of take on, fantasy dungeon crawl. And you're all prisoners, you're all escaped scumbags, that did something horrible, just on the run. So there's constantly, like on the map, you have to watch out like for higher levels of law and order. So you try to avoid certain towns and things that have good guards and town watches. Yeah, good.
This says we need more RPG campaigns continuing. So many characters who never got an ending.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying, Abyss. We run up against availability sometimes, and the one shots they're just that or nothing.
Right. Yeah, we do need to continue. Yeah, although sometimes I see like people doing their Warhammer Fantasy RPG actual plays, and they break it down into hours, and you're looking and it's like, this is episode 67. Yeah. you've 67 hours of you playing Warhammer Fantasy. I don't know if I need that. Yeah. But
like, how are you going to catch up? Like, how are you going to like, wait, what? I got to go back how far to figure out what's going on?
Right.
No, I think The Dune one we did was good,
Mhm.
like the length and the what we accomplished. Vaesen also, and that's kind of what I'd like to get to with Swords of the Serpentine. That sort of depth, and that the Indie Heat, I knew almost from the beginning I wanted to just be a tight trilogy.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough time for you guys to kind of stretch your legs with those characters and stuff a little bit. So I think a trilogy for that'll be good. And then if we do Mass, that's going to be a chunky one. That'll be significant.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll go.
We'll get there. We'll get there. It's just availability is an issue sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to change subject real
Oh,
quick. Have you seen Weapons?
I have. Yes. Yeah.
What did you think?
I like that guy's stuff. I like Barbarian, and I like I like that's the Whitest Kid You Know, one of the guys from Whitest Kid You Know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I like his sensibility for stuff, like his sensibility for horror and suspense and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Weapons. Like, I enjoyed Barbarian too, but it was a different experience.
Yeah, right.
Especially after it was cool because they totally subvert you. Like in the first 30 minutes, you're like, oh, this is just gonna be he's like a psycho,
right.
She's in the room with him, and then they just flip it and he goes insane.
Yes.
That was really cool. But what they did with Weapons, like the whole almost kind of Rashomon thing where you got to see they kept going back in time and doing it from a different perspective and how it comes together at the end. That was really cool.
Yeah, I thought that
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and that's hard. I mean, I think that was because once you knew that they were doing the kid that didn't disappear, you're like, okay, we're getting everything now. So everything better, we better come together and we better get little pieces of everything that we've already seen before, like tying everything tight. I just love the ending of it is worth it just for that journey because it's such a catharsis of like what the fuck. Yeah, it's just like everything just goes wild at the end of Weapons. So that was very fun. And I thought they cast the cast was good, like everybody, and I think it was a little bit different because of the actors strike. The casting ended up being a little bit different for that movie. They didn't have Josh Brolin originally. So they got to kind of upgrade some of the roles. They got some Marvel. They got a lot of Marvel characters. They had Thanos and Wong and a bunch of actors.
Yeah,
in there.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, Silver Surfer was in there. Yeah.
Which freaked me out because my wife and I were huge fans of Ozark. We watched the whole Ozark series.
Yeah.
And to see her talking and not sound like the arky girl that she was in Ozark was crazy.
Yeah.
It was like I almost can't handle this.
If you like her, you got to watch The Assistant. Do you know about that movie? Like she's playing like essentially like Harvey Weinstein kind of type character, the assistant that just got the job working for that kind of a guy. So stuff like pretty girls are going into the office. You don't see anything. You just like hear, and you don't even really see her boss. You barely see her boss. You just watch her day to day and her like manage this nightmare of keeping all this stuff quiet when this, nonsense is going on in the entertainment business. But it's just her. Like the camera is just following her the whole time. That was really well done. Like you could, her acting like carried that. She's definitely got presence to like pull that role off. But yeah, I think it's just called The Assistant. But that's all. Yeah, that's all that actress carrying the entire film of really fucked up, tense stuff. Yeah. But yeah, cool. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, incidentally, another push for joining our Discord is I made a list in the general chat and I pinned it of upcoming sci-fi and fantasy projects for TV.
Oh, nice.
Because So, if you become a member or a patron, you can join our Discord and you can read my list.
Matt's list is behind
and
the
then
paywall.
we can talk about it.
Cool. Yeah, I saw a blurb that Warwick Davis was pissed off that nobody can see the Willow streaming series and wants a season 2. Like, Willow, dude, come on, Warwick. You know how that went.
Yeah, nobody can see it because it was so bad. Disney was embarrassed.
Right. It's like, we'll take the tax break.
And Lord, it takes a lot to embarrass Disney.
Yeah. Some of the stuff that's still up there, like Secret Invasion. Yeah, there's some real garbage that's still up on Disney streaming. Yeah.
Trying to find my list now. I guess if you pin it, does it go all the way to the top? Is that what's?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
And this thing is so long. Abyss wants us to make it public. I don't know.
It's a lot of.
You can tell them to be quiet.
It's a lot of maintenance. Then, yeah, I don't need any, people exchanging images or video links of illicit materials on our Discord. I
mean, we could lock all that out, but that would take away some of the fun. Like the Birkin Empire's Discord, you can't even use an emoji.
Oh wow!
Like you can't even like a post. It tells me how ingrained that is in me now, because I want to just like what this dude said, and you're not letting me.
Yeah. Like or dislike, it's all unnecessary. Yeah.
Okay. Here it is. I found it. I'm sorry. Are you ready? Neuromancer, late 2026. Really looking forward to that. Blade Runner 2099, late 2026. I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
Pluribus is out in one day.
Oh, nice.
Rings of Disappointment is late 2026.
Oh, that's still going on. Yeah.
I can't believe they're still doing that. The new Witcher season came out, obviously. I've seen some pretty bad reviews of it.
But... Oh, yeah. I watched the one channel that struggles through a lot of series just say, don't bother. We'll take this hit for you. It's horrible. Wow. Yeah.
Night of Seven Kingdoms, which I'm actually very excited about, is January.
Oh, really? That's cool. That's
yeah.
Nice.
Stranger Things is the end of this month, which I know some people are mad about that show, but I'm going to watch it. It Welcome to Derry is out now.
Oh,
I don't really. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know.
Is that what is that? They're expanding the story. Was there more?
It's a prequel series.
Okay.
Which is like, okay, so we're just gonna do weird shit in the same town where it took place. I don't know. Star City, which I already forgot what that is late 2026. Lanterns, which I'm actually intrigued by because the pitch is hilarious. So Lanterns is going to be on HBO. It's going to be following, like, I think the three big Lanterns, right? Guy Gardner and the other Hal Jordan, and I'm blanking on the third guy's name. But the pitch is it's going to be like True Detective, and I'm like, what?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could see that because a couple of the animated shows that they released were kind of like a police procedural. They're just like space cops, and they're not a gun. They have rings. So I could see that. I could see that working. Is it Jon Stewart? Is it going to be Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, and Guy Gardner?
Yeah, Jon Stewart. Thank you. Yeah, and I loved Nathan Lane. Or Nathan Fillion in
Nathan Lane would
Guy
be better.
Gardner.
That would be pretty good.
Nathan Lane would be funny too. Yeah, that would be. I would love to see Nathan Lane as a tubby Green Lantern. That'd be hilarious. Fallout's coming out this December.
Oh yeah,
and then
with the New Vegas
the next
stuff,
season of Silo is early 2026.
Yeah,
and the nice thing about Silo for people that maybe didn't enjoy, like, the filler stuff is it has a limit. Like they're gonna cut it off, I think, in 2 more seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna be done with the filler crap because they gotta get it completed now. You know.
Oh, that's good.
But anyway, some cool stuff that we can
Yeah.
BS about on the
Yeah.
channel. John Stewart, Clarion New, thank you.
Yeah, and they're doing the supplement for the Fallout RPG, all the New Vegas stuff. So if we want to pick back up with those characters and actually go to New Vegas and experience the strip and everything as we set it up, that would be fun. Wow. Yeah.
Oh, I saw a little, I think it was a production still or something from the new Fallout series, and they have the Legion guys.
Nice.
The Roman looking guys.
Yeah.
They literally lifted from that and put them in Skyrim, which I was so annoyed when I saw that. It's like, that's the same goddamn model.
Nice.
Oh,
yes.
Age is gonna go see Predator Badlands. Good luck. Let us know if it's bad.
Yeah,
because we're worried.
Right, and let us know how Wayland Yutani synthetic people can have relatives. I think there's sisters. I think there's a sister in one of the reviews. They're talking about the sister of the synthetic that the Predator finds. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. There's a sister of a replicant, sure. So I don't know.
Sister.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the same model, you know. But
maybe they just call them that.
Yeah.
Abyss says it's going to be super bad. Hey, don't let him go watch it. Don't rain on the parade. Come on.
Nice.
And you should be getting your package in about 4 more days.
Oh, nice.
Like that.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, Christmas is coming early to our group. Yeah, excellent.
I feel like it's probably pretty obvious what it is at this point, but yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Much appreciated. Very cool.
I gotta go risk the plague and deliver Will his.
Oh yeah, are there still sick family members over at Will's?
No, it's just he's been so dramatic about it. I give him a hard time.
Nice.
Don't tell him I said this. He's a very unhealthy eater, and I think it affects his immune system.
Yeah.
Because he's either doing like the most militant version of keto I've ever seen, where it's just literally like a plate of steak.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Or he's eating just total deep fried garbage. There's like no in between.
Nice. Yeah, that can't help. But yeah,
but he's better. He's better now.
Yeah, this is an especially nasty flu season this year. It started like super early. It started before it even got cold, really, in Japan. So yeah, not good. And there's still COVID around. So yeah, that double whammy is not fun. Great. Well, thanks for making that list, Matt. That's a good idea to keep track of the production.
Yeah, it was just something I was sitting around with my iPad and I was like, I'm gonna make this list and put it on there so we have something to talk about. Are terrorists? Abyss is asking, are terrorists going to die now that your Congress grew a spine?
Yeah. Well,
they didn't grow a spine?
Yeah.
The courts had something to say.
Right. And was it the meeting with China? I think that all corrected a lot of things. I think the tariffs are going away once. Like, please buy our soybeans, and I think.
Oh my God! Let's not even go down that rabbit hole. I don't want Miguel to get mad at me again.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, that'd be nice though, if because I think Japan Post. I don't know if it's still in effect, but they said anything. We don't know what's going on with tariffs. We're not going to eat that cost. So anything that ships from Japan to the U.S. over $100, you can't send. Like, they're just like holding things until they.
Yeah,
they're not going to get stuck.
A lot of places are doing that.
Yeah.
So Um, I don't know if I already told you this, but like when I had my car accident a while back,
Mhm.
I had a Blu-ray that belonged to a guy in our gaming group in the trunk because I was going to take it back to him, and it was this really bad Canadian movie called Skip Tracer,
Mhm.
which I actually enjoyed the movie, but it was bad. And it's from this company in Canada that they just make Blu-rays of old bad Canadian movies,
Oh,
right? And he's been ordering stuff from them. In fact, I have one I haven't watched yet that he loaned me. I think it's called like the what is it called? Like the something stupid, like the paperweight murderer, or I don't know, something weird like that. But anyway, when I had my car wreck, I didn't get it out of the trunk, and they
Oh,
totaled the car, right? Took it
right.
away.
Mhm.
So I had to order him a new one, and it's from Canada. So at first there was a massive delay because of tariffs,
Mhm.
and they didn't want to deal with it until the whole tariff thing got sorted out. And then that kind of calmed down, and immediately Canada Post went on strike.
That's right. That's right.
So I was in an email conversation with this company in Canada. They're like, "Hey man, we do you want a refund? Because we can't mail this right now." I'm like, no, it's cool. Strikes end. It's okay. I'll wait. But it's just like, of course.
Mm. Good timing.
But Skip Tracer, check it out. It's a
Yeah.
funny, bad movie.
Is it Red Letter Media?
It's literally
Matt?
about a repo man
Uh-huh.
guy who's just a dick. That's what the whole movie is.
Nice.
It's funny. It's weird.
What's the name of the company that does the Blu-rays?
Oh, Gold something. Let me look it up here.
Cool. Yeah, I'm surprised how many companies now are doing that. The kind of
Gold Ninja Video.
Gold Ninja. Oh wow. There's a lot of companies that are re-releasing old stuff or like stuff that was on VHS, and they're going straight to Blu-ray with it. So you're getting a lot of, like, when Red Letter Media is doing some old crappy movies, a lot of times they're watching the Blu-ray copy of it. They're not like having to, watch some ground up old VHS. It's all getting put on Blu-ray. There must be the mastering of that and stuff must be much more affordable than. Mastering that stuff must be pretty cheap if there's a lot of companies like Vinegar Syndrome and Severin and a lot of those indie and kind of foreign film localizers that are doing that.
They still sell. Vinegar Syndrome has that one that New York Ninja. Have you ever seen when Red Letter Media did that one?
Oh, I think I did. Yeah.
Oh, so good, because the lore behind that's amazing. It's like literally they bought the film from like a storage container or something, and they go like, we have this unedited film and it has no sound.
Right.
So like they literally, between lip reading and context, they paid actors to dub the whole movie.
Yes.
And they just kind of decided what the story was about. It's amazing. It's one of the best.
Yeah.
Because it has that plutonium man guy who like melts, and to stop melting for some reason he has sex with women, but in the process he has to melt them or something.
Right.
It's so weird. Such a weird movie.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's so funny how that that midnight movie kind of there was a couple of festivals that do those B movie kind of, so bad they're good movie festivals that just became like a YouTube genre. It's just become a thing, and like Red Letter Media was like out in front of that. And I think they attended a lot of those like 24-hour movie marathon things and stuff where they showed a lot of crazy kind of the stuff that becomes cult classic crazy stuff. But it's funny how like that mainstream that's getting, because that used to be like there were maybe some zines or like I don't know, early days was like Film Threat. I'm trying to think of like the early days or some of the where you could actually find coverage of that stuff. And now it's
Mhm.
it's really accessible now.
Yeah, it's much more commonplace now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Red Letter Media, like they took the kind of the Mystery Science Theater vibe, but they made it their own, you
Mhm.
know, like it's not so much about the riffing, it's just more about the experience. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's interesting.
And yeah, they make it much more digestible, because if you had to watch those whole films, there's not much they could do to make them survivable. So their edited viewing of that and just like showing you the best scenes and their reactions to it, yeah, makes it
Yeah.
a lot more
Yeah.
enjoyable. And still they have their schlocky storyline that still feels like that, you know, the midnight movie host kind of stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
just that real
Yeah.
low
And they do their little bits. They've gotten very meta with their bits, though, where they're like they're just breaking the fourth wall and joking about the bit, you know.
right.
Yeah. But that's what makes them funny.
Mhm.
Oh, which I don't know if you used to watch their old stuff, but there used to be a girl on
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
Um, and she left, and there's a lot of rumors about why she
No.
left, but mostly I think it's because the internet is a dark and horrible place.
Right. Oh, of course,
You
of
know?
course, yeah.
But she's in a band
Mhm.
called The New Loud,
Mhm.
and they're bangers. Like they're pretty good. I
Oh,
was
wow.
impressed. They're on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's see.
the guy Josh that's on there occasionally, they got the big beard.
Hmm.
He's in some kind of noise, an electronic kind of noise band that's pretty amazing too. Yeah, there was some
Oh,
weird
okay.
video. I'm like, hey, that's the guy. That's the guy from Red Letter Media. Some video I was
Oh,
watching,
that's
and and
interesting.
they're really So there's some people from, and what's his face, the bald guy.
The bald guy, the other part timer. Yeah, he
Yeah.
has the AP channel.
Yeah. He's working with I think some refugees from that gaming website, because he works with Zero Punctuation. It used to be called Zero Punctuation. The guy that would do game reviews, and he'd cut out every breath. So it was like I think he's a British guy, and he'd cut out every breath. So it was just like a long straight ramble of he never of video game reviews, and he does it in kind of
Oh.
a So I forget the name of that site, but yeah, they've got their own channel, and he's working a lot. So he does. I think he's run some D&D stuff. I think they've done D&D actual plays on that
Yeah.
channel as well.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
a channel. I can't remember what it's called. But I watched some of their APs, and it
Mhm.
was okay. Like they're definitely playing for the jokes a lot of the
Yeah,
time. But
yeah.
no, it was Biss said, "Can you ask Jeremy how are drugs illegal in Japan when the Square Enix CEO makes decisions like a crackhead?" This is some inside baseball that I'm not aware of. So I'll let Jeremy
I
answer
don't know
that
what's going on with the latest. I don't know what the latest Square Enix stuff is.
question. Hey, Arturo's here. What's up, Arturo?
Yeah, I don't, I'm sure it's what are they doing? Mass layoffs. Oh, plans. Oh, yeah, they're committing themselves to AI. Yeah, Games Radar says mass layoffs hit Square Enix hours after it shares plans to have AI handle 70% of quality assurance and debugging soon. That means those Final Fantasy remakes are going to be really good. Wow. Yeah, that's
70% of their quality assurance.
Mm.
Are you insane?
Yeah, reorganizing their operations in North America and Europe to strengthen development and use AI. Wow. This was an extremely difficult decision. What, laying off? Yeah. Massive layoffs. Yeah, I think we're going to see that in a lot of weird places, companies just deciding to go all in on this. Because I really think somebody was saying that the American economy right now is being completely supported by this AI bubble. Like all the investment and all the foreign monies that are coming in are just, based on the speculation that AI is going to, save the world.
If it bursts, I watched a little video, saw this graph, and in the graph they're showing like a comparison of I think it was like the George Bush era recession,
Mm-hmm.
and then the housing bubble
Oh,
that we had,
yeah.
and then the AI bubble is just like it's like the kaiju of bubbles.
Yeah, right.
Like if that thing pops, there will be no survivors. I feel like.
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty crazy. So yeah,
Leaning on AI for QA is such a stupid decision. I agree.
Oh yeah. Because how is it, discerning anything? How does it know quality?
How did in context, right?
Right.
Doesn't Square Enix make more kind of story based
Yeah,
games?
yeah.
Like how is it going to understand context?
Wow. Yeah,
It literally just minutes ago told Jeremy that a Kickstarter that was $100,000 was $1 million.
Yeah, right. They just clicked, and I wasn't reading. I wasn't missing a zero. It literally wrote out the word million, so it didn't drop a zero. Yeah,
so bad.
It's good. Oh yeah, well yeah. Mike Fisher is. Oh no, that's 2010. Who's the CEO now? Who is the new CEO? I don't know. We've got just what? It's so hard to find any good information. Yeah, President CEO is Yosuke Masuda. Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's the guy in love with AI. Yeah, I really worry how Japan plans to implement some of this stuff. And I think culturally, we're going to be saved from everything being a vending machine and a robot, because like customer service and like people, greeting you and just like people, caring about you, being at their business is still very valued in Japan. It's only going to be like the, chain restaurants and, kind of, so you're going to have a totally different experience going into a McDonald's than you would a family restaurant or like a ramen shop. I think they'll continue to greet you and talk to you and like, there's a social aspect to it. So that might save a lot of things, but already the chain restaurants, like the family restaurants, have the little robot, the stack of trays that's a robot that kind of brings food to tables now. That's super common here. So, but still, the culturally, like department stores and things, I think if they continue to exist, there'll always be staff there and always be people bowing at you and welcoming you and stuff. But I don't think that's the same in America or Europe. I think all that stuff's gonna die, and you're just gonna be logging into the store when you enter and verifying your account and then picking stuff up.
It's gonna be interesting because if corporations get this all accomplished before governments can keep up with it, like there's gonna have to be like a universal basic income or something,
right?
Because the job losses are gonna be pretty staggering once they finally figure this shit out.
Yeah, they'll just be these AI, like people that just these slums. And well, there already are. I think a lot of the tech industry, like those tent cities and stuff that people will work in Silicon Valley and like San Francisco, and they have a job, like a 6-figure job, but they can't afford a 6-figure salary at a job, but they can't afford to live anywhere near their work. So they just live at a tent in the park or their car and work those jobs. Like we're already kind of leaning toward that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bay Area commuting is hilarious. Like, I don't know if you spent a lot of time in the Bay Area when you lived here, but like they consider like Sacramento a commuter town now. And that's, 2 hours,
right.
2.5 hours from the coast.
Wow.
I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be.
And we don't have the cool trains like you guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I saw they're in talks now to come up with a system of travel between Japan and the U.S. that would only take an hour, but it's essentially like a moon shot. Like you essentially like launch you into like low orbit space and then drop you back down. I don't know how feasible it is, but there's talks right now.
That sounds expensive.
Yes, you're right. I don't think you're going to be doing that for your daily commute, but it would be pretty amazing. Pretty amazing to travel that fast. I don't know the G forces you'd be experiencing. I don't know if that'd be worth the trip, but having no blood in your brain for an extended amount of time.
Clarion said, I used to have a 1.5 hour commute each way. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
My wife does 45 minutes to and 45 minutes back from her job, and that's bad enough. 1.5 hours, like 3 hours out of your day is just driving to and from work. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's rough. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But our retirement should be pretty sweet if we've got a basic income that all we have to do is buy new RPGs with and some kind of protein paste. We'll be all set. As long as we have an internet connection and some kind of nourishment.
Our little AI-driven robot caregivers. Oh my god!
Yeah, that's the thing that's gonna get creepy is when nurse robots are injecting you in your bed.
That's like the Amazon. I don't know if they've kind of changed their mind about it, but when they really were talking about drone delivery, all I could think was rednecks with shotguns, man. Like that's all I could think about was like just hey, look, there's a flying thing with a box. Boom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's mine now.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Just like that Wasteland and Blade Runner 2079. Yeah. Yep.
Jeremy, have you considered AI to manage your public, your public Discord channel?
That's true. That would keep the quality up. I think we should invest in that. I'm sure there's already a
AI Abyss Interactive is what we're gonna call it. And it'll be all you.
Oh no, Abyss is AI to help your RPG sessions. Will the players really notice the difference? Hey, do I run sessions like an AI? I'll try that one time. I'll just swap in an
heresy. You know that's in a file on the WotC CEO's desktop. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have AI game masters, man. It's gonna be the shit.
The moment that's viable, their subscription services all back on the menu. They're all gonna be like, yes, people are gonna log in because they're gonna get an official D&D DM controlled by AI. Yeah.
Just play a video game, goddamn.
Yeah, right.
Like, you clearly don't want to play a role-playing game.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to talk to people or have them talk to you. So just talk to a virtual assistant.
Putting a dagger right in your heart. I see what you did there, Arturo. Haggard darts.
Yeah, that could definitely be run by some AI. I think we made that game way too interesting. We should put a disclaimer.
I think the rules might have been designed by an AI.
Yeah, we should put a disclaimer. We made this game far more interesting than you may experience personally. Yeah,
we did actually with the world we cooked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good job. That was a good job by everyone. All humans, Abyss, by the way, who cooked up that world.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, I should probably shut down my show here, buddy.
All right. Well, thank you, Matt, for co-hosting. It's always fun to chat games and entertainment and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised how much sci-fi and fantasy we got still coming up. A whole year full. Very cool.
Some bad, some good.
Yes. We will see. So Age was going to see the Predator movie. So hope that's good.
Next week, we all need to remember to ask him for his review next week because I'm not going to pay to see that in the theater.
Right. All right. Yeah, that does seem. When it was originally announced, I thought for sure it was going to be a streaming movie. Yeah, I thought it was going to go straight to Disney Plus or Hulu, wherever those things go. All right. So thanks everyone. Patrons and YouTube members, appreciate all the support, and we will be back again soon with more weekly. Take care and see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.